Here she goes, look at Lizzie Armitstead. Onto the front now, these two riders working well to come back.
Yeah, the record is held by Beryl Burton at the moment, and Nicole Cooke really wants to you know, surpass that, and she's doing a fantastic. I'm really impressed with Nicole Cooke today, up against it with 3 Cervelo test team riders in the black. She's really, you know, just seeing the strength at the moment, pushing on, pushing on. She knows if she can get to the finish with only 1 Cervelo test team rider, she stands a good chance of winning this race. Now we had the next small climb here. Emma Pooley really needs to go on the attack now.
Emma Pooley and the other 2 riders from Cervelo test team spent the night in Hebden Bridge before they made their way up here for the start. They spent all their season pretty much abroad. And talking to Lizzie Armitstead yesterday, she said, yep, spend all my time in Belgium, and then during the winter I'm pretty much homeless, really. Now they're onto the climb. Pooley with that familiar style, looking easy. Wonder where the 3 chasers are. They got dropped on the major climb. Emma Trott, Katie Colclough, who were in that group that just dropped off the back. If these 4 riders mess around, then they could come back again on the run into the finish. But Pooley now on the front and doesn't really want to do that because Cooke will be able to track every single move.
Giving Nicole Cooke a wee bit of a breather now. You know, I would think that on this climb that Emma really sitting on the wheel of Nicole Cooke for so long, it really has to you know, they really have to go for it, and it looks as if she's looking round, she's seen where Armitstead is, and I think they're looking at Armitstead to try and bring this title home for them.
Sharon Laws looks a little bit laboured at the back, but she's a fantastic bike rider. 2008 national time trial champion is Sharon Laws. There she goes again, and she's trying to now hurt Nicole Cooke's legs. It's just 1, 2, 3. They keep attacking and attacking. Lizzie Armitstead is just going to sit on now and not do an awful lot. Cooke looks around. Look at this. How outnumbered is she?
Well, it's all small efforts by the riders in black there. And again, Laws tries to go at the moment. And Nicole Cooke matching them. She's just letting a wee bit of gap go. She wants to have a wee look at the other riders behind. She'll attack now and bring Laws back. She doesn't want anybody to go away, but she was just trying to lull the other 2, Pooley and Armitstead, into a bit of sense of security. And for me, Nicole Cooke is riding out her skin today, and a group of 4 up against 3 other from one team. It's going to be very difficult to pull on that national champs jersey at the finish of this race, but very, very impressed with Nicole Cooke, the Welsh girls riding today.
Nicole Cooke spent yesterday riding around the course, getting used to it, trying to work out, I think, how to win this race. Here's the chasing group again. We've got in here Emma Trott wearing number 31. Natalie Creswick of the Twickenham CC. She's in very, very good company in here, wearing number 60 at the front. And number 11 is Katie Colclough. So these 3 riders still riding well, and it is good to see Emma Trott and, of course, Katie Colclough back in here and riding well. The riders, Emma Trott, of course, was one of those Great Britain Academy riders who was unfortunately hit by a car a couple of months ago. They've fought their way back to fitness now and is in with a chance, if they can catch the leaders, of getting a medal. But the rider from the Twickenham CC, Creswick, great to see her in here.
Oh, fantastic. She's not been in the reckoning pretty much all this race today, and great to see her up there. You've got to remember there is a race within the race at the moment as Laws tries to go again in this short climb. There is a race in the race. It's an under-23 race. Armitstead in the front group here, just in the middle of our picture in the black. It looks as if she's leading that competition, but just behind you've got Trott and Colclough, and they're also under 23. So there is a race within a race, the race for the national champs jersey that Nicole Cooke is going again for, but there's an opportunity for some of these riders from behind to come back and try and take that under 23 crown.
Well, look at Nicole Cooke rocking and rolling that bike left and right. She has been unable to get rid of Lizzie Armitstead and Emma Pooley. She's got rid of Sharon Laws. Of course, Sharon Laws, a former teammate of Nicole Cooke when they rode a couple of years ago for the Halfords team. But now they're up against each other. And remember, of course, in the Olympic road race, they were teammates. Here is Nicole Cooke's attack. Look at the determination on her face. Those legs must be really hurting, even although we're in a shorter race than we expected.
Well, it doesn't make it any easier. The 4 riders now coming back together. Everybody's really looking at this national title, and you know, Emma Pooley, slightly disappointing for me here. She's tried to have a go. She should consistently keep on going. She's riding at the front now. For me, I think it's going to come down to four women's sprint here.
Well, remember last year in Abergavenny, it was Emma Pooley, Lizzie Armitstead and Nicole Cooke who raced into the finish. Lizzie Armitstead was really disappointed at the finish because she said, if I'd led into the last corner, I could have beaten Nicole in the sprint. But they let Nicole lead it out, the long straight into Abergavenny. It played completely into her hands in front of a Welsh crowd, of course, and she took the victory yet again. But there are not really any springboards for Emma Pooley to win this race now. It's going to be about working as a teammate, and that's what team racing's all about in cycling.
It's about team racing, and Cervelo totally riding as a team at the moment, looking after each other, looking around to see where everybody is. Unfortunately for them, they've got, you know, a rider on form at the moment, and that's Nicole Cooke sitting in second place. She's loving it at the moment. She's shown really strong. I'm thinking, would this make any difference if it was 8 laps? I'm thinking at the end of the day, especially for the rider at the front, Emma Pooley, and on these 8 laps, I think it would be slightly harder, slightly longer, and it would have played into the hands for Emma Pooley. But now, being a wee bit shorter, unfortunately, that crash, you just hope all the girls are okay. But Emma Pooley looks as if she's riding for Lizzie Armitstead for a sprint finish today.
Well, the crash, of course, also took out a couple of riders that we may have expected to be in this group. I know that last year's 4th place rider, Kath Williamson, she was held up by that crash. We may have expected her to put in a performance today and be in the leading group.